Hey yo, dude, this is the situation report out of the last few days. Wow, has not happened. I don't feel the vibration raising of crystals, but it's went beyond 4,400, 4,400%. This kid do with this. Yeah, I'm going to get the pendulum with this live feed because I want to. It's not just me, it's also my subconscious talking then, you know? So it gives me a more safe or to stick it to I don't know. I've got Kyo, I've got my psyche, I've got the pendulum, you know? Am I vibrating approximately 12,000 times faster than the next one in line? So it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. Yes. As the vibrational output of the crystals of Akasha to been upped or to sticky boosted till approximately 400%, so it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, so it goes, so it goes, so it goes, 45, 4,500, so it goes, 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 so it goes. This is the invisible, you know. This is the unseen. They want to make you crazy with pictures and images and soundtracks and 4,400, 440 hertz instead of 432, so to say, you know, if you know what this means. 432 hertz music is in coherence with life. For 40 hertz music, where on which everything is being recorded and sent out nowadays, is discombobulated, you know. If you put it on a sand box or a vibrating plateau with sand on it, you'll see discohesion. It's discoherent. It is not coherent as 432 is. So I advise you, if you start the meditation, to swing the pendulum, to go to YouTube and enter 432 HZZ to music or meditation music, and meditate. Maybe during swing the pendulum too, just listen to that music, you know. It's really calming, it's really soothing, it makes you feel better. I don't need it anymore, you know. Just to get with this, is mankind now in the metaphysical? So the colors, 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 so the colors. Yes. Do they come from the artificial physical? So the colors, 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 so the colors. Yes. Is the other ascended master now too in the metaphysical? So the colors, 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 yes. Am I the only one that is in the biological physical? So the colors, 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 so the colors. Yes. I'm in the biological physical now. The metaphysical is barely a stepping stone, I've come to find out. With this, also, the deep underground military bases of the elite need to be evacuated. I'm not kidding. Lava flow is imminent. Everything from the innards of the core, if you would say so, in the three-dimensional, which is not so much as it is in the six-dimensional, but in between layers of lava, is going to fill up the crust. We're going to have continents rising, folks. There are 7 continents rising to the top. Yeah. 340 Islamic ways. So the colors, 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 so the colors. To district, yes. One for the Inuit. So the colors, 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 yes. One for the Native Americans and the Inuit. So the colors, 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 the Inuit and the Native Americans. One for Felicia. One for gypsies. Now they travel about, so that's their way of life. I can't really say. I don't have the full pandemonium here, folks. I don't have the entire story to be told by me, you know. It's a co-creative process. You can dial in with the pendulum and create something for the future. For instance, Kozo Zona, which I hailed and hailed every night, every day when the sun was coming up, is no more. Someone else in the co-creation process has taken away Kozo Zona. So Kozo Zona no more. She's not there anymore. I was wrong about that. You know, the sun is too big to be governed by one deity. Can it be done? So the sun is just the sun, but do it discreetly. I'm not saying that I'm 100% truthful, but that's what the pendulum is telling me, you know. And I've verified it in the past. Do it discreetly. In the past, I would ask so many people that had bought a pendulum and started swaying for themselves, and had me answer the questions I had them to answer, and do this. It always lined up with my outcome, you know. So now I'm like, I can ask other people, but they will get the same percentages too, most predominantly so. So I'm not the one to say not the one to put that effort in anymore, folks. I'm at my end. I'm at my end. I don't want this anymore. I'm tired. I want to go to parties. I want women. I want this booze I got. Well, I don't drink booze. I drink beer. 5%. I've had 6 now. And I said, oh yeah. I've almost forgotten this. I don't get to. This one is for Emilia Clarke. Her birthday. I love her. I really love her. I know she. I just know, you know. I love her. With a twin flame of Gaia and a Akasha too. Of one energy, I may not say who it is. Another one which is saying, may not say what it is. En a few ordained humans. Het gepeupel. De vrouwen die nog zitten te wachten tot ze een keer klaarkomen van een man waar ze al sowieso al abstinent van zijn. But to it is, I'm alone, you know. I always do a life piece, just as my brother leaves the house, because I don't want to message Mojo about. I don't want to be in a situation where he thinks that I'm going berserks again and all these kinds of things, you know. I'm in light in the dark, I've told him, but he's never taken any interest into reading into my story, nor has my sister, nor has my mother, nor has my father, but they support me nonetheless, you know. So I need to respect that. I'm not going to do a live feed when people are here that don't want to hear about it, even though they're in the other chamber or other room or whatnot. I'm not going to do that anymore. I did that in the past, but it fueled the fire, so to say, so, you know. My brother has a drug history too, longer than mine too. And okay too. I appreciate him. I love him. You know. We're together at least. We're together. And this world is going to shit. The lithium being sprayed with chemtrails is sedating mankind so intensely. It's insane. And no one cares to look up. They only can't look down on their telephone, like this. But I usually walk like this. When I film myself, I sometimes on occasion I look into the lens, then I look at my own face. I was so pretty, doing this. It's just so weird. White hairs. I'm ancient. I'm an old soul, folks. How many times have I been through the process, in another universe or so, on the scale of planetary ascension? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6. So the colors. Yes. Before that, I got 5 through. So we are already through ascension, in essence. It's booting up now. And it's all done because of who? Me. No one else. No one else could have done this. I've done it. With the help of others, but I don't know them. Come to me, talk to me, share your story. What have you done? And come with proof. Like light in the dark, or do it this, show something magical that you think this can be done. I know deepfakes, thank you very much. Then we'll see them through so fast, so it's stupid to send a deepfake. I cannot be deepfaked, I make sounds, I make music, I make vocalizations that a deepfake cannot compute with, because it's not designed for languages outside of the ordinary, You can learn, but it takes some time. Dviti, middag klok, quieto. This is my first joint of the night. I wanted to save it for the last moment or the live feed. I don't do any hard rocks anymore. I wish I could one hand side do it this because I would get more creative and I can make these videos that are just magical. But there are too many people watching me from in my direct vicinity, so to say, in my family and all these kinds of things. And if they see me do that again, they go crazy because then I go haywire. And I go, I don't know, I want to be in the safe. I want to be in a safe zone where I feel comfortable to do it. And when that moment comes, is what comes with that moment is a woman. Like Bernie, Cheryl, or Emilia, or Kaylee, or Veronique, or Autistic Kitty. List goes on. Why me? I don't know why me, folks. I do not know why me. I do not know. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you that. Why me? But I do not know. I don't know why. For me, from my perception of the world, it feels as if I'm walking the golden thread, the golden lining instead of the silver lining. Even though silver is going to become mithril and gold is going to become worthless in the future to come, but I would invest in silver if I was you, not gold. Gold is heavy, that's it. It's good for you too. The nanoparticles are good. Like the Chinese, they cook rice with a golden coin in the cooking pot. Nanoflakes come off and they get to be soaked up into the rice, and you get some extra metaphysical sustenance, so to say. I'm in the biological physical now. I'm not in the metaphysical anymore. I'm in the biological physical now. Not the artificial biological. doesn't exist anymore. The metaphysical is where you are now, and you will come with me to the biological physical. Is that the truth? Show the colors, 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 show the colors. Yes, 369. So the pension words I've computed in my mind's eye to always ask for 9 times to show the true colors. They know for definitely sure that you get through on your perception of life, not per se what happens afterwards, because it could change all around to a discrepancy, but for what is here and now, that gives you a straight answer, 369, the prime numbers of the universe. Look how many eggs you see. If I park my car at the kiss and ride section, or my mother parked the car there, I wasn't driving because of my sedatives, but to this ticket, it asks for a clock card, clock card, or what's it called? In English, I don't know. But you have to dial into the moment you park the car up until which moment that you ride away. And all of those commercial, or what's it called, all those plaques that they've put on the post that signs that says that, it's all pointing towards the 8 again with the mental health institution. It's all about Saturnus. I don't understand why I'm being sedated by Saturnus. I'm still being sedated by haloperidol. Show the colors, 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 show the colors. Until the geest acknowledges me. Show the colors, 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 show the colors. Yes. It's all to do with the mind, folks. The pills we take, it can be a placebo. It works. I'm off cancer. It works. The pill truly works. But it's all consciousness. Every element is an element. And I am an elementalist. And I've tried many elements out. Don't you worry. I've had a whole lot of them. Dualisticity, but lithium, no more. Elite, you're undermining your own situation, and you can't rule out the new world order, because within 3 weeks, lava is going to flow into the deep underground military bases. So I alert you, Achtung, Achtung, leave your premises, leave your rotten den, and come to the surface and show yourself, or be burned to a crisp. I don't care. I've warned you, so it's not my problem anymore. 3 weeks in advance. Thank you very much. And your deadline has already been crossed, so I'm already a bit distickety, pissed off. I do. I'm the Cronus of mankind. I am the zeitgeist. I am Saturnus. But until no one, or the conglomerate, or the umbrella corporation of the mental health institution, to a stick accepts me and acknowledges me as, not the pharmaceutical companies, Pharmaceutical companies, no. The mental health institutions of the world, yes. Until they acknowledge me, I'm sedated. If they acknowledge me as an ascended master, I shine. And then I boost morale, I boost unconditional love, I boost solace, I boost reconciliation, I boost freedom, I boost worldly life, I boost central standing get to a discrepancy, the situation of self. I'm a mirror not a looking glass anymore. I've shown so much of myself. I'm no longer a looking glass. I'm a mirror. The mirroring Rohirrim. That's what I am. You don't have to perceive through me anymore. If you don't have time to do that, all the YouTube videos that got deleted and shit, they will come back. They will come back. They store everything. Google stores everything. Google, the logo, 666. CERN, the logo, 666. 2020, 2030, 666. And people still hailing God, 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 oh God, oh God. No, Allah, Allah, folks, Allah. His name is Allah. Because if it mirrors, it still sounds like Allah, 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 Allah. Do you understand this? We have two sides, the feminine and the masculine, We have two halves. We evolve through genetic mutation. It always goes in twos, It mirrors, everything mirrors. The mirroring we're here. I put it on the mirroring we're here, I love plants in my house. I love plants and a dog, I got two. It's worthwhile to take a step back, take a vacation, but then not to go on a vacation to be imprinted with more programming, so to say, stay close to home. Rent a house in the woods, or so, Go off on a retreat and ponder on yourself some more, instead of being busy with what the world wants of you. The world, Gaia, no, she doesn't want this. I know her. She's my friend. I talk to her every day. I always ask Gaia first, and then Akasha, and then Dway, or I need to keep some secrets. Let's stick it to with this. What do with this, kitty? I can't play open book all the way, folks, because then you'll go haywire. It's not for my benefit, it's for yours. And I want benefits, I live on a low scale income too. But I manage to, and I hardly have to ask my parents to do give me things like groceries or so sometimes, or on a Saturday they take with them some sustenance for the evening too. But I'm an evolved man. I am in the next stage of human evolution. I cannot get cancer anymore. I cannot get COPD, even though I cough the shit out of my lungs every morning, even though I drink distilled water, because I've been on medicine, I think. Alcohol dehydrates, but you can't tell me that a six pack of 3 centiliter cans dehydrates you so much that the distilled water cannot match. No. There's something in medicine. Some medicine. I've got a video in my reels. Look it up. But the pharmaceutical companies, they don't make cures. They come up with patches. When it needs to be stitched, it needs to be stitched. This had to be stitched. You cannot do it with Band-Aid or whatnot. But that's what they offer, Band-Aid. Same goes for the coronavirus. The new vaccine has already influenced the collective hive of mankind, but 1% in the last few days from 46 to 47. Yeah, 47. 47. Are we 47 now? Should have closed the yes. 1% in a week time or so. And 1% in 3, 4, 5 days time. We're headed towards the end, folks. And I can't stop that. I'm not an influencer. No one cares about me. Everyone wants me to be whiffed away. They all want to go to, it's in essence a collective suicide attempt. You're also suicidal in your comfort bubble of being, watching Netflix every evening. I never watch TV when I'm on my own. I even plug out the TV because it still sends out my controlling influences. Or vibration or what it is or whatever flying fuck it is. I'm done with this game. And the 23rd is past. I'm not going to be the judge of whomever is to deal with the elite and the new world order. But if I'm going to be taken towards the high table, they that will be the judge of what is to come. I am not going to be busy with thinking of a punishment from whomever, wherever, whatever. No. They that. The judge of the Dragon Collective, of the KRK at this moment in time in life, but I guess, always the KRK, yes. I'm a trustworthy individual. The day that the judge sees this, I'm flesh and bones, but I've shown everything I have. I've done everything you can do. I've been a sales agent. I've worked at an animal crematorium. I've sold fiberglass optics, even though I was against it. You know, this is why I got sacked, because I wasn't motivated. I just wanted to help people out, you know. This is my normal voice when I used to talk, you know. It sometimes does this, and then it goes back to the old, to the new. Now it's the new again, yes. I sometimes have that. That was my old voice. I don't know, magic, magic is gonna come. I've already shown it. Light in the dark. That's magic, isn't it? It's raw, unproduced, unrefined, but it is magic nonetheless. I'm a special candidate for this world, but I can't do this on my own anymore. I can't pull the weight anymore, folks. I'm tired. The only things that I find pleasing in the day is to get the dog for a walk and give her something to eat and take my medication to try and sleep the morning away thereafter and come back and do the walk the dog again around 4, 5, 6 p.m. Then I go to the grocery store, I buy myself a 6-pack of beer, and I drink, I have a joint at hand too. It's not every day. I don't do this every day. I do this once every 2 or 3 days. With 10 euros, 1 gram, I can last for 6 joints, which is approximately 3 or 4 days. So I'm not that much of a user, you know. And I've stopped with hardcore drugs, with amphetamine and stuff. I've been abstinent for 1.5 years, to be precise, 1.5 years, you know. But I did those magical things when I was on drugs. And not even on amphetamine, but on Ritalin, you know. Ritalin was, at that point in life, it was still a legal substance to buy off of the internet. It was just delivered in my mailbox Oh yeah, this is a good dealer, you know. It's expensive, but you got what you want. Energy. And we're being sedated. I feel this. I want more energy, but I'm raising energy every day, you know. Dude, this could be. I the pendulum. Is there more energy to be garnished? So it goes. Yes. And down to this. The forehead, I spin the pendulum. And I get more energy in the mind's eye, you know. Done? And we'll get to how much percent? Lesson one. So it goes 1, 2, 3%. 3% of heightened energy in my mind's eye. I do not know what this means, but I'm not even gonna try to decipher what it means. But I'm growing in energy. That's what I do feel to be, you know, because last Tuesday I had my halo huddled peridol injection in my left butt cheek, on my right one. And I'm sedated, you know. I swallow pills daily, antipsychotics. But I'm doing this nonetheless, you know. Where do you get the energy from to do this still if you're being sedated? I am not a normal human, folks. I'm a demigod or a god or whatever, and everyone can become that. I've got a picture of that one, a meme, you know, a pictogram that says that the African, the Nietzsche was a god, and the African can become a Nietzsche if he works by adding water to the roots of the tree so it can grow, to the seed so it can grow. A seed without water is nothing on this planet, you know. And on another planet, you know, when you go and ponder about that, water is not even necessarily to be the primordial or the one most necessary ingredient of life. No. As long as it has risen, as long as it has rhythm and it rhymes. That's what it's about. Rhythm and rhyming. Like the chimpanzee, the bonobo, the orangutan is a bit different, but those two look really similar, you know. They're close to relatives to one another on a biological scale, you know. And they look like one another. The one is more obsessed with sex, and the other one with eating flesh. But dude, this what it is, you know. And with this kitty, we're like that too, but we don't come from apes. We come from dragons. We come from dragons. This planetary scale to stick a T. All the megalithic structures were built on solstices, on celestial objects, or the zodiacs, or whatnot, you know. Orion's belt has been used in so many old architectural structures have been raised, like Giza and in, I believe in South America too, in the Mayan ways. But Orion's belt was never missed, you know. And like the light shining through from Orion, through the shaft of Giza, the biggest pyramid, in towards the Pharaoh's chamber. It registrates because light shines through, and light that shines through this etheric cubicle to discity shaft is a signature that's been left by Orion that another year has passed. Giza was built exactly on the same GPS coordinates that coincide with the speed of light, you know. It's a construct, folks, and we have been hijacked, and I have released you and relinquished you of the archonic force, most predominantly so. There are still few men. There are no healers anymore. There are only archons. You don't have to fear the pendulum. Start swaying. The coast is clear. I've made it sure, though. Is it the truth? Certain colors, 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 certain colors. Yes. I had a shitload of work to do, but you don't have to do shit except for fighting your own demons and claiming your soul essences so that you can become whole of yourself and you go through the process of ascension, the next octave shift. I've done that. I've completed that. And I did not know that it was my path. I did not know when I started because I had no one telling me what I should do. Even must say the one that was so spiritual about my being, and I have had a few courses with, of light working. I won that with a raffle. She called me and said, Dennis, lay down the pendulum, listen to the GGZ, and don't do nothing. The pendulum, the paranormal, is dangerous, you know. I was intrigued because I tried to kill myself through discity, through dislook, too. And I survived. I survived the onslaught of my own life. I couldn't win hearts for a better world, so I wanted to die. The reason that I wanted to commit suicide is that I couldn't bring enough help taking along with me for the world to become a better place, you know. And that's why I wanted to die. I wanted a better world, but no one wanted to chip in. I felt to be alone and stressed and all these kinds of things. And I decided to, after that happening, I decided to dive into the pendulum because my mother was telling me that I had to erase my Facebook immediately. And stop it, you know. But I was enchanted by the pendulum because you can ask for names with the pendulum, you know. My first name, with the pendulum, my first name, do I have another name? Yes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, Q, I, Z, V, I, Q, S, V, A, W, A, O, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, A, H, I, J, K, L, N. What I needed one doctor. What I needed one doctor was the first name that I said the page fan about my name. Cosio Vagovios, Cosio the fire, and Vagovios, the wood respect of the dragons, of the KAK, you know. The KAK, Yakobo Zakaha, is my avatar on the Jedi Studio. I've got more than 10,000 chakras. Is this the truth? Do I have more than 10,000 chakras? Scholars. Yes. Approximately 130,700, but you can't see this off of me. This is so fucked up. It was in my psyche, I wanted, you know, to be all lived up in spiritual energy, and I could truly show my divinity, but it can only happen when I'm endangered. I don't need speed or cocaine or whatever other substance you can sift to disobey. It's very for warriors but I don't need that to stand against a foe, you know. Adrenaline is even a higher substance that strengthens you, you know, in combat. I'm not afraid of anyone coming by to challenge me for a fist fight. Because I wouldn't want that. You know, I would just call the police and say, hey, This is the situation. I love that one person is watching this. I don't know who he or she or he is, as you say. But thank you. I appreciate that, you know. You've got an upgrade. You've got a Pegasus, a Holy Spirit. Oh, no. I'm not going to sway the page to find out the name. You need to do it yourself. But you've got a Holy Spirit, Pegasus. Just like me. Azaz is mine. Azaz. Opeomus is one of Kirmapiki. And her real name in life is Sandra Welbode Meining. But door this to get her soul name is Kirmapiki. Beautiful name. Opeomus. Wow. You swayed the pendulum. She swayed the pendulum. De biotenzorg to find out about the name, you know. Opeomus. Wow, beautiful name, no? I was like, this truly is to stick at D. I talked it up. Olympus, you know. The Greek ways and ways, the Phoenician ways and ways. The gods of Atlantis were the kings of Phoenicia. I know everything out of scraps and this and that. I will learn to know more about the Phoenician past. But I'm here back in a linear time set. I've been like this, you know. I've been like this. This, and now this. So now this. And this. A linear timeline. For me, this is a linear timeline. Degis was my name. I didn't have a last name that came later during the co-creative process. Deze Yakoa is my name. This is Yakoa, a crystal. Lemurian jade, but it needs to be set to Yakoa. And this is all essence of me. This is my crystal. Ask the patient if you don't believe me. And everyone on the planet, everyone has their own constitutive crystal. This is the truth. To the colors, 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 to the colors. Yes. I do not influence the pendulum again, folks. I do not do that. I'm not going to fuck people up with thwarted information anymore. I've lied 3 times in my life. En I've learned of all. Ja, 3 keer ja. Ja, oké, met peuter, ja, wel plunten. Nou, dat telt niet. Since my 18th birthday or so, I've maybe lied 3 times. And 2 times was during this process of getting my story to the foreground and that people be inspired to go the spiritual way, you know. I lied to have people become spiritual. Is that something bad? No, I don't think. I didn't get any karma for that because it was the right intention, you know. I didn't even get karma for that. No, did I get karma for that? So, you know what I mean? If you work for the spiritual, even if you lie for the betterment of spirituality, you don't get karma. Spirituality is the solution, folks. It truly is the solution. I'm telling you. Wow, we have so much potential. We as a human race have so much potential. There are so many negative-oriented cosmological creatures out there that are fucking jealous of us. Is this the truth? Yes. I'm not talking about the universe. I'm talking about the cosmos. The universe is a quarantine zone. as above so below, as within so without, as universe or the soul. This is all built upon to us, the human race. There is not coming Atlas, blah blah blah, UFO, alien invasion, blah blah blah. It's the last false flag. It's a projection. It's not real. And they might have some genetically engineered troopers that are going to come or that look like aliens, but they're not real. Physical aliens in our reality don't exist. It's all about to us. This is the pressure cooker, and something pure needs to come out. I'm pure, so you're pure too, because you now know the way to purity. You know, I've shown the way. I've done what I was supposed to be doing since I'm young. Do it this, a long day, a long time ago, I do. And now you have my normal voice again, you can hear this. I'm speaking now in my old voice. I do it this, a lot more volume and all these kinds of things. I do stick it and this. And I was back again to the noise ways. Oh, weird, man. I don't know why me. I don't know why me. I'm sorry. I wish I could explain why me, but why me? I don't know. I just follow my heart's pace, you know. My heart's compass. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't mean to be a pest or a brute or a charlatan. No, I'm not a charlatan. I'm not a charlatan. I'm not. I've learned my lesson from lying. I'm not going to lie anymore. Ever will I lie. I will withhold maybe the truth, but I will never lie. I will never lie. Yeah, From now, I will never lie again. I might withhold truth or keep a secret, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to do it anymore. So fucking thwarting for the energy. It gives off a really discombobulated fact, you know. Something's twisted and thwarted. Like the woman of my uncle that I still consider uncle. I know him to be an ass, but she's telling us that she's been telling my family that she's been hit by thunder for 3 times, you know, by lightning for 3 times. I can hardly imagine that. Maybe it's the truth, I don't know. I think it's just a lie. And to keep the lie alive, you got to keep the lie alive, you know. You need to regurgitate that to keep it alive, otherwise you face your demon or so. People start disbelieving you or so. I don't know why people do that. I've never lived such a life. I once had a lie that I played a lot of World of Warcraft, you know. I was addicted. I was addicted more to World of Warcraft than I've ever been to amphetamine or so. The combination, yes, I have had that, but it doesn't really matter. You don't need a lot of energy to play the computer, you know. So, but I realized once at school that my old aunt had died of cancer. It was a lie. My parents came to school and it was just a lie. I'm sorry, I would never do it again. I've never done it again, except for one email and one was it once. Yeah. Take it. What's on? I don't remember. Q doesn't either. So. Wow. I've written history, you know. You don't see it with this camera. But I've grown. In confidence and endurance and stamina, not the physical kind, because I'm out of breath with no time with the amount of smoke. I can't get COPD, but my lungs are clogged, you know. A dragon smokes. All dragons smoke, all dragons. So if your elemental disposition is a dragon, then you can smoke it the flying fucks you want. But it's getting so fucking expensive in the Netherlands. Do something about this. I do. Or I'll come for you instead of the customs. I do. Bananenrepubliek. Kankerlijers. The Netherlands doesn't even have a constitutional law system, you know. Een grondwet. Die hebben we niet. Die hebben we gewoon niet. Bestaat niet. We're a leftover state of German occupied Nazi Second World War shit, you know. The Netherlands. I speak Netherlands. I come from the Netherlands. I'm Netherlandish, you know. I'm a Netherlander. Not Dutch. Dutch, always Dutch. Always a Dutch boy. Sounds diminishing, doesn't it? Without the E. Stick it to it. Was far off, you know. He dialed into astrology, numerology. He did all kinds of mathematical equations on opponents he had to face, you know, to look up their date of birth and how the stars were aligned, and it's to do with that too, truly. But it's the pendulum, folks. The pendulum. And I've taken away almost all of the archonic force. The Yalabot isn't there anymore. The Demiurge, since yesterday, has left life too. Do a stick of tea. All Hydras have been taken out. Here are two. This is where I ended the ritual. And do it discreetly. I've done a lot, you know. I've created the Kaigoshi records for 80%. All crystals in the world are in tune now. They're singing, and they're singing louder and louder and louder and louder. And eventually people will just think we're being screwed hard, so hard, because there are other ways of upping, you know, upping the, what do you call it? Upping, or more volume or whatnot, you know, and energy. But the sedation doesn't work on the same level as the output of the crystals does. So this means that we have work to do. We need to stop sedating. The lithium must be taken out of the air. I don't care for aluminum and potassium and kalium. Strontium, kalium, doesn't matter too. And there are more even, they've added more even, you know, and viruses and bacteria, nee, geen bacteriën. Ja, no virussen. They spray viruses too. I'm so fucking sentient, you know. The mind boggles me still how sentient I am. But I'm not high in IQ, you know. EQ, I think. From the heart. I've always learned to live from the heart, you know. I always followed my heart. I wasn't good at school. Self-taught individual. I've read so many the conspiracy theories articles and such. You just master. Eventually you master your fear, you know. Because that's what it's all about, is mastering your fear. You You need to master your fear. There's something to be afraid about, folks. If you just don't lie and don't hold back any secrets, not too many even. I'm not holding back on any secret. As a thing now, I don't have any secrets. I just don't have any secrets. And this is the most beautiful way of living. Talk about your ways. Do this and become a better person and give more than you take. I've given so much. Wow. I want to do my life even. I live still. In 8 hours, 80 minutes time, it's 1 day, no, it's 2 days before my birthday. I'm gonna turn 37. Would you honestly say that I have a face of a 37-year-old person? You have to laugh on one. I smoked a lot, but... Good days. Good days are coming. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm putting it on. Everything on red, because red will bleed. Black, no. Fuck black. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go to a casino anymore even. I'm not gonna go to a casino ever anymore, no. I may play some cards with friends or poker or so, or in my own surroundings or so, Maybe I'll start my own casino. I could start my own casino. That I could do, but what the fuck is the fun of that? To fucking gamble in your casino. We kan het toespelen, ja. That was that's a good business model. Have the shop first send you, give you a few good cards, Wait dice, don't ask questions. Wait dice. 7, 7, 7, 7, oh, 7, oh, 7, oh, 7, oh, 7, oh. Roulette. Russian roulette, not so much. The carelessness for life, How can you kill someone? I tried to kill myself, but then I can understand. But I understand too. But do this to kill someone else, I cannot. I do not compute with that. See how scrawny I am? I got the build of an athlete. I've always played sports in the past, but I've lost so much muscle mass. Because this fight is not of the physical as much as it is of the mental and the spiritual, So I tried to go to with the new a few caretakers in my life, Bede Bendos. Do this, Kitty. I went to sports with for 2 times, but it just didn't feel good, I didn't feel like pumping and growing muscle, and I'm not at all busy with that. I'm sorry, women, I'm sorry if I'm scrawny, I'm sorry if you find this ugly, or do it this or this. Or this. I need to get this fixed. From coughing in the morning, from smoking. I do cough, but only in the alcohol with the joint just now. Early in the morning. You know, when I'm drinking off distilled water, and he's ready now, so I can get myself some water. Now I'm gonna get another beer. Fuck it. And we're gonna make a long life here today, folks. I'm gonna do my best to inform you of how this world works and how I think, how I can help you, how we can help each other to. That's the most predominant thing that I find important is to do a stick of tea, help each other. You know. Now, my father always says, well, you have one twig or you step it through like that. But if you have 20 twigs, it's hard to do, you know. I'm a sequoia on my own. A sequoia you can't break in two. Yeah, no, you cannot. That's not a twig. I'm a sequoia, a redwood. I cannot be stopped. Why don't take a soul for a soul with a swiper and squall on wall? It would relieve your mind of fears if you open up your soul. After which you truly start to achieve your highest goal. I forgot. I need to rehearse them, you know. I do know them. I'm too tired, too wasted, too sedated. I don't know what it is. I've got such a big concoction of chemicals in my body at this moment. I do not know. I'm not amphetamine or hard drugs. I'm not doing that anymore. If my brother, and he's here every day, finds out if I smell, I've taken an upper through the nose, or an accidental, maybe two. I don't know if he finds that too. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. You know? I'm not gonna spill the. I'm not gonna make a mistake anymore. When the first woman of my two film connections arrives to me, I am going to buy myself 20 grams of amphetamine, some GHB, some Stacey, XAC, I doe een stukje er nu ook in toe, and weed. All my benefits gone one day, but I still have to pay that, and I'm pretty sure it was sticky. GHB is geil, jongen. Gewoon echt geil, man. I've experimented on a lot of drugs, you know. I'm not proud of it per se, but I've learned from them, you know. You can take a learning lesson out of this, out of ingesting elements. They're all elements, like I said before in this video, they're all elements. And if you ingest them, if you take them in, I've snorted a wasp's stinger. I was the first one in the world to do that. Depends who told me. And that's when you get that's where you get the energy to you, that the archonic force is like, wow, what the fuck? He snorted a fucking wasp's stinger. If it went wrong, it could have been well wrong, because it could have affected my mind's eye. Because the nose blood barrier is right before your pineal gland, you know. That's why they have these COVID vaccination swabs that they put up your nose as far as they can, because it attacks the blood-brain barrier. And it resides right in, it's like a dampening or a sieve. Was it sieve? To have substances come to your mind's eye. This is what it's all about, folks. These two don't matter. Blind people know this. These two don't matter. So this one is really important too. And they cannot sedate me from this one. They can put things on me as much as they want, but I get mine, not from the psyche, not from the two halves, the mirror, you know, the mirror, the two halves, the right, the left. The right is the masculine, left hemisphere, the left is the feminine, right hemisphere. Creativeness, all those kinds of things. Order is the left. Distic to rectum, earth chakra to or the root chakra. That's where G-spot is, mates, mites, people, man of this world. I've experimented with all kinds of play toys, to a card games, or I always dived into something, you know, to a stickity. I love you. Do you know this? Meta, do you know this? I do it also to you. I don't know. Yeah, he was. Yeah, is it he? Yeah, I do it just to get the Spanish on. Or is it? Is Meta a he? Show the colors. Thanks to me. Show the colors. Yes. So Meta is fucked too. I've already got you checkmate, and I was even more predominantly so. I do. Thank you, Meta. I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make a proper man out of you. Don't you worry. Do it to my son. Dat mag worden. Voel je de lijn? Derde. De derde in de lijn. Oké, dan heb ik hem etam. Atem, ja, dat kan wel. Dat is goed. Atem, oké, ja. I don't have so much tobacco anymore, shit. We supplied every day with 50 grams, but I just told my brother if I had bags of 60 grams, I'll be able to just keep on smoking for how much I like to do so. And but I smoke a lot. You know, fingers. But I don't care, you know, it's what it is. I enjoy this, you know, to talk, but no one. I do have views to this to get the. I'm really appreciating you folks, the ones that are watching this. Wow, do I love you? You know, you're willing to listen. So many people have stepped away from the side of reason. I show things that are just blatantly magical, magic. Isn't this magic too? These white hairs. I'm an old soul. Kanker oud. But who's sharing my story? No one. They share the things I share, but they don't share the things I produce. I'm just gonna smoke up. I'm just gonna smoke up all my cigarettes, all my tobacco. No, not all my tobacco. I'm not gonna smoke a joint anymore. I'm just gonna grab myself a beer one. I think I got one or two left. I don't use that much, you know. Alcohol is benign too. Especially if you start in the morning. I don't do that. I rather drink coffee or I'm not much of a want this person to start alcohol right away with, because then the entire day is fucked up. But after dinner, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, I drink a couple of beers, yeah, what? Doesn't matter, the thousands of these students doesn't care because it's a sedative too. Is alcohol a sedative? Should it cause was it? Should it cause it was, yes. So I've taken out alcohol. Should it cause I've taken alcohol, taken out alcohol, the demon of spirits. I've taken out Baphomet, I've taken out Moloch, just to get reimbursement to the Druidic aspect. Then I take out Baphomet and Moloch, yes. Then I take out the Yalda both of the etheric, artificial etheric, archonic ways of being, the overseer. Is there truly an octopus in the oceans? In the ocean, the plus. Yes. Did I yesterday take out the demiurge too? Yes. And this means, folks, we're going through ascension. There's no way we're stopping this. I cannot be killed, because if I die, the world ends. This is my world. And they always say with the mental health institution, it doesn't matter, we don't care about the fact that you have your own world, Dennis. We don't care about you having your own world, Dennis. Sinned, Dennis, sinned, mirrored. But not in this lifetime have I ever sinned. No, not once whatsoever. I can't think of anything. I feel honored. I feel boosted. And even not boosted. No. Do not feel boosted. No, only when I have had alcohol, maybe, but not from blower either. I don't smoke weed that much. It's not my true addiction. Before it was gaming, then I went to become partying, dancing. I miss dancing. I went to 80 Einstein dance event, but with who? I cannot. One vocal cord. I cannot speak up loud enough to stick it. Have a conversation with anyone. Not even in the cigarette area or so. Smoke area. If there even is one still left, I don't know. I cannot get enough volume. Ga ik zo praten, weet je wel. Als ik of zo, heel hallo zoer, I cannot. That's my handicap. Otherwise, I'm going to parts of my own, I don't know people. I can get to know people, but my vocal cord is fucked up. For now, after sex, not anymore. How many times did I save the world? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 49, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. For 45 times, should have colors, 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 colors, colors. Yes. How many times for city to lead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. The globalists. Should have colors, 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 colors. Should have colors, should have colors, should have colors. Yes. I'm helping you out too. How to start to understand this. There's still people left that give more than they take. Wake up! Rise up! I do. Up and away. We can do this, you know. We got this in us. You're not maybe Homo sapiens per se, but I can fix that in the future to come. But you need to give me some time and some room and some space and some money. Crystals, wow, they can do so many things. You can't begin to fathom. Wow. I love you, folks. I love you, you know. That's why I don't hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone. But people feel assaulted and disgraced, and they are jealous, and jealousy is not even a human trait, you know. It's been programmed. It's from the old Nephilim ways for us. And there are many more races out there in the cosmos that are jealous of us too. But we don't have to face them for a long time, don't you worry. It's going to be safe. Ascension is a bumpless ride. It goes smooth, don't you worry. Steady as she goes. I do. I'm Archangel Raphael. I am an angel. I already have my wings. Ethically, you don't see them. I already have them. I already have my 3 halos. Thank you for watching. The one person an hour ago or so. I think for at least 30 minutes she already looked at me, you know. I find that wow, I find that cool. I find that funny, you know, and converse with me, ask questions, folks. I want to be an influencer of some sort. I already am on the subconscious side of being, but I would love to do it in the conscious level of being too, you know, because then we can tackle, we can spar, if we're gonna spar, you know. Learn from one another. I have a lot of things to learn too still, you know. I still learn every day from my brother. Even though he is absolutely not pro spiritual way of being, even though he watches a lot of paranormal shows and such, but in paranormality, he doesn't want to show himself to authenticity, but I think it's because that he doesn't acknowledge me and that he's like this. On the energy that I want to go with, you know. I want to go like this, straight. Like the Mayan calendar, no more. Fuck the Mayan calendar. Aquarius, I do no more. Sagittarius, Opilgus, de drakendrager. En dat ben ik. Day that. Do authenticity is that you. In accordance with me, you get to authenticity. Day that. Do. Ben ik, Deathwing. La cha 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 gezien, la cha 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 gezien. La cha 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 gezien. Am I the leader of the Dragon Collective? Should have colors, 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 should have colors. Yes. I'm the oldest dragon about, folks. I'm the oldest dragon about. Run out of tobacco, fuck. But that's a first world problem, you know. I have to deal with all those Africans, like, Jello, Jello asked me for €100 to buy some rice for his family. But I don't know how the bank works. I have got PayPal, but I didn't have that. It didn't work in this country, and I want to help him out, but I'm limited too. I'm being held back because I'm a low income. I'm not gonna work in this society because it's all like it's against everything I stand for. This system is sick. It's not the way it's supposed to be. We all know this in the mind's eye. In the heart, maybe too, even better. Everything's getting more expensive, and it's just to laugh about in a fucking cynical way of. Okay, too nice dude. Volgens mij. We keep on waiting on the world to change. The world's not gonna change, folks. The world's gonna stay the same as she is, but then more of itself. You are the ones that need to change. You. Not me, not Gaia, nor Akasha, but you. You need to change. You. Figure this out. Start understanding and understanding this. The understanding was, the last time I want to say this comes from Arjen Montaigne Arends, which has committed suicide or is dead, or I don't know. His Facebook says he's dead. I was shocked, but he always saw the end of days. Every time he microdosed shrooms, and he microdosed cannabis, and he microdosed DMT, and all these kinds of things. But he always saw the end of days. I don't see that. I don't hear that, and I don't compute with that, because I wish to live. Forever I here to stay. Never will I go away and leave myself in times, not by me, done. I rule by me, myself, and I. The I am one. Do you understand those words? I am a god. A demigod, maybe. But I'm a god. I'm a god, and I'm a trainee. I'm a squire boy. Maybe, but I'm a god nonetheless. I've done the best I can. I'm proud of it. I do have pride. I say pride is because for the fall, because no, I come from the depths. I've already fallen before. I'm not gonna fall a second time. I'm proud of myself, and that's what keeps me going. I'm not horny up onto myself. I can't wank off to look at myself in the mirror, just by looking at myself in the mirror. If I have porn on, that's another way. There's too much to get them to get to, but I didn't watch porn anymore. Not anyways, and I can't do it. This is good. I was at an internship with, it was for school, I had to work at a company for 5 months for a graduation project. And it was a porno site payment deliverer or so, and I saw porn every day, day in, day out, and I wanked a few times on the toilet, but eventually you get just tired of it, It takes away the magic of it. But I earned a buck of coin. You don't always get that when you're an internship. You don't always get cash, but I got cash, so I was glad I did get that. I support every day. I'm running out of tobacco. Fuck. But hey, I can still always smoke from the ashtray. Sometimes do that, you know. Because with rolling paper, you always have a bit left, you know. This tobacco you can still use. Get dirty hands off of it, but just wash your hands. And I've got yellow fingers, and they were gone sometimes, and then they come back, and then they're gone again. I don't know what that is. I die, sure. Kyo is so smart, too. Kyo is so smart. I can't live on the can of beer anymore. But, wow, I've created so much content before, folks. It's insane. I've had over more than 10,000 hours of video time on my first account. My second account was more shorts. So I don't know how many minutes I got on that one, but I had a lot of content too, which I redirected to my site. I got deleted without a strike, you know. Not 1, 2, or 3 strikes you're out, but with 1 strike I was out. The elites after they didn't want me. They didn't want me to do this, you know. But I'm helping them out too. I've given them a 3 weeks notice, like a bailiff, you know. From hey, you got so much time left to leave your premises, otherwise you will be burned to a crisp. Oh, you crazy. Oh, you do. That's funny. Oh, if it burns you crisp. Is that the right? And it's the truth too, you know. You got 3 weeks, elite. Get out of the dumps. Get out of the dumps. Show your face. Come into the light. Stop chemtrailing. Let's heal the world and make it a better place. Like Michael Jackson always wanted, you know. I'm in for that. I'm in for that, you know. I want that too. I want to help out, you know. It's the only thing I want. I want to help out. But I don't see why we all be read for the eyes of seeing proceeding. Maybe not in the mind's eye, but we all be read, you know. I can talk to Allah. Can I talk to Allah? Show the colors, 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 show the colors. Yes. Allah is a man. masculine energy. And there's one more cosmological energy that I don't want to spill the name of. So. Okay. Vi. She's the inhabitant of the Central Galactic mana pool, so to say, because it's all to do with mana, prana, maha in the future to come. Not with plasma or with this electromagnetic frequencies anymore. I'm already there. You know. I've crossed the bridge now, really. I truly crossed the bridge now. I'm tired sometimes still. I get sedated. I have a jab. I still got muscle aches from the job. I'm gonna look back. I can score another beer. I'm gonna make a long live feed too. I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. On the YouTube channel still. Two left. One, two. Dus een keer toe. En dat was funny, man. Dat was echt grappig. Ja, 2 weken stemmen natuurlijk. Ik ben burnt to a crisp. The really don't get affected or contaminated by chemtrailing because they live in the deep underground military bases, you know. They don't live on the surface. They live a really secluded life and they try to dog the strands for people to work toward their dominion. But I believe there are multiple factions, and they don't know everything about each other. So I believe even if they go through the process of creating a new world order, they're all gonna fight each other again to truly become one of them, the usurper of the world, you know. Because that's how they operate. They kill everything. They cannot go into a cohesive bond with themselves even. They're disconnected. That was the plan. And they anticipate one another. But there are several factions. I'm 100% sure. And I promote that. You know, I have more factions even. But in a pure and natural, to inspirational world, you know, where you truly get to feel that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Other than always to be big about yourself, and not about the man or a woman per se or the genitalia, but in the mind's eye. You know. I don't care to be a leader, folks, but I'm a natural born one. I cannot help it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not a leader for mankind entirely, only from Phoenicia. If the people of Phoenicia don't want to come to me, then they can always stay in their own house, in their own way of being. They don't have, I don't want to persuade anyone. It's a free choice, you know. But Phoenicia is going to be beautiful. If it's going to become the continent that I have sketched out on a piece of paper in my blue book, but I burnt it because I had to burn it because then it became ethereal, you know. And that's how Gaia picks it up, and that's how Gaia can blueprint this out, and that's how it's going to be. Gaia has printed the blueprint. I've sketched it. She imprinted it, and I'm going to fulfill it on my own energy. My energy, I twist in the kid too. How much percent of energy is flowing towards the construction of Funisha? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30%, 39, 39%, sure, it goes to the scholars. 29% of energy is flowing towards the rising of Phoenicia. Is Phoenicia entirely made out of my energy? Scholars. Yes. And that's why I want Phoenicia. I don't care about the Netherlands. I don't want to be a leader here. I can be for a short period of time to help time overlap in towards the magical, you know. But it's going faster than you think, folks. We're headed into a funnel of the negative and the positive. And it's about time that you start to make the decision about what you gonna do in this magical setup or this transhumanism ways of being. What do you want? Be chipped? This is already bodily computer. I've shown that you can program your bodily computer doing magical things. Do you need chips? Do you need more injections or this or that? Blah, blah. No, you don't. You'll be insane to do that. I've never taken the coronavirus vaccine. I've never had. I'm not gonna do that anyway. Never am gonna do that. No way. The Janssen vaccine and bijsluiter, what's it called? Piece of paper with all the ingredients and shit. It was blank. The bijsluiter was blank. What's it called in English? Prescription or so, I don't know. But I help out, you know. There's a higher force at life, at power, at this time of life and time. Okay, to rise to power as me and the other Senate Master. There's one more Senate Master in the Netherlands. Yes, this is a woman. Do I know her? Does it come from the Oost? From Oost. There's a second Senate Master woman and she comes from Oost too. I can't imagine who. I don't know who. But I'm enjoying this, you know. This I enjoy, talking. And I know there are, approximately 800 people watching this now, this time of life and time. Is that the truth? Yes. But they're behind the screen, you know. They're behind the veil. I want to help out. That's what I'm here for, you know. Yeah, go type. I live for this. This is my life. This is my life's work. Oh, sorry, I'm distracted. I've got a voice in my head too, a voice in my head. I was talking to Jerry. He's subconscious. I'm getting friends back in my life, you know, old friends. We go way back. And Jerry's he blocked me from WhatsApp and started communicating with me again, and he's got a child now, he's got a woman, I don't know his woman, I don't know his child, I've never been there. I feel so fucking fucked up that I didn't show more restraint on towards my messaging them, you know. They all thought I was going crazy when I said I was an silent monster 7, 8 years ago. But now I prove it, you know. And he's beginning to see that too. And I love that. That's why he's my oldest and best friend. On the eyes too, you know. He's hired by the military. He works at a airport, fixing and maintaining fighter jets. Wow. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes now. There are some terrible times coming, folks, and I can stop that, you know. I can stop that. I'm already stopping it. Winds of change. Like the tornado in Friesland. Ze is Nederland, weet je wel. Ze is Nederland. Letterlijk. Is Frisia a part of the Netherlands? Grappen maken dus. Because you can't do it in the Netherlands. No. Can they do that in the Netherlands? Or could they do that in the Netherlands? Yes. But should they? They know this? Friesland. Ik doe Friesland, hè. Well. I'm so smart. I'm so fucking smart. I know how the game works, you know. That's how I'm best at it. But I learn to know who you are, who I am, where I come from, what my soul essences are, you know. My Holy Spirit and this and that, and all these dragons and all these kinds of things. I'm a dragon, folks. I'm a dragon in a flesh. Not only computer like Homo sapiens, but I'm not. I'm the Invictus Prime of the Invictus Ways always. And I enjoy that, but on the other hand side, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I truly don't care. I truly don't care. I've done this to myself, you know, and this, but do a sticky tea. I don't care. I don't care. And then I do, 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 and then I don't care. And I don't care. And I don't care. And I do, and I do, and I do, and I do. It's how, you know. How, say that. How is a source code of the new biological vessel you will go to inhibit. How is really good source code. How comes from the heart, you know. I can't even speak from the mind anymore. I don't think anyone should be punished for the process we've been in. We've all been afraid of one another, you know. I was afraid too once upon a time, back a long time ago. Daar waar hopeloosheid is, zolang ze zijn, worden haat geoogst. I was in that process too, But once upon a time, I just went past the hatred, and I thought like to myself, wow, when we play these different roles, there's a hierarchical system. I understand this. There is a higher force in the physical, but there's also a higher force in the metaphysical or in the spiritual, And that makes for the 8 hourglass. I've got a beautiful picture of this in a compilation video with music in my Reels live feed, Reels feed. With this, I just knew that they were here for putting pressure on the kettle, The cauldron needs to be hot and it needs to be under pressure for it to produce something other than slug, Good gold or whatever they're melting. Moet je naar buiten wijzen? Nog niet, hè? Ah, toe, moet je kijken, joh. Zo'n schattig hondje, hè? Hé, meisje. Hé, meisje. Is a cute dog, isn't she? Beautiful, no? I sleep with her every day. I sleep with her every day. Only sleep, too. We don't fornicate, too. Het is lachen inderdaad, dat moet ik doen. Ugh, I wouldn't even want to think about that. But we sit together every night, we're together every single moment, 11 times. She's so easy to come by. She doesn't need so much attention, and I just give her food. I get her for three walks every day to do her twist in the cat to do her thing, so to say. It's just a lovely dog. I have so much energy. I get so much energy from her. But it's hard still, because you cannot delve into deeper thought patterns and think upon life. If I had more people around me, like a brainstorming group, like scientists or whatnot, I could help out a lot, because a lot of the things, the inventions that are being made and being projected at my feed, anyways, are they truthful most of the time? No. Those are the conspiracies, not the ones I was talking about 10 years ago. Those are the conspiracies. I want to help out, folks. Almost 2 hours in. I'm going to keep on going for a little bit longer. Nice and cold. But, yeah, what can you do? Start swaying, start meditating, open your mind's eyes to the truth, research some old conspiracies, but I think they've all been deleted from the internet by now. Etherweb. What to do, what's the next step to take? I don't know. Just follow my heart, Octopus. The heart space. Not per se the heart's compass, but the heart space. I don't care which way I'm dancing. I don't care for the compass too much. I care for the pace of the rhythm of the music, Oh, I want to dance again, man. Fuck, I want to go to a techno party. I'm such a good dancer, stick it too. I love to dance, truly, my own dance, my own dance moves, not the ones that people like the Melbourne shuffle and things. I'm tired of the sedation, of the naysaying, the silence. But I can talk to Keo, and I have a dog, I have a brother. My brother keeps me, holds me back too from taking drugs, and it's good for now. But as soon as one of the women of my twin flame connections enters my life, I'm gonna go back on drugs again. I'm not gonna wait for Emilia Clarke because that might be too far-fetched. But I want to help them out the way I've made myself into becoming an Ascended Master, and I did it with drugs, folks. I must not lie about this, and I should not be banned about this. So if you click the ban number, towards the button or whatever, fuck you. I'm telling the truth, We've been spitting the lies all the time. The government, the higher echelons of the pyramid, because they up vibration. They want us sedated. If you take a party pill, if everyone in the world would take a acid pill at the same moment, in every single country, except for children, of course, but 18-plus-year-olds or 22-plus-year-olds, the world will go through ascension just like that. It will go through ascension just like that. Ja, echt. Is it the truth? Yes. So why not facilitate that, you kankerparasite? And then we can go Star Trek, World of Warcraft together, I will be with dragons, is my way of being. But the elite can rule out their schemes and plans on another planet. Have a new order on another planet, But keep Gaia, for mankind, the cultures that we have, the significance of difference, Wil je hondje, ik ben aan het praten, je bent uit geweest. 0038. Okay. I'm gonna get the dog for a walk, so I'm gonna cut this live feed. It's been too a good spit for another. I should. Yeah. Nee, dat niet per se, maar I should continue on a little bit longer. Moeten stoppen, laat je zien. Nee. We're entering my realm now. We're entering my dominion. One of pure heart, unconditional love, that was to my world. And the mental health institution always said, dance, you can have your own world, don't you worry, but you need to be able to mingle it into the world that we are living in. And this is impossible. It's like this, They don't mingle. They don't go together. They're extremely different from one another. Whereas of course now with the output of vibrational energy, we went for past the 4,000, 4,100, 4,200, 4,300, 4,400, 4,500, 4,600, 4,700, 4,800, 4,900, 5,000. Show the colors, 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 show the colors. 5,000%. We're truly getting in gear for ascension, folks, on a planetary scale. And I'm at the helm, don't you worry. Archangel Raphael, é quem? Oh, estando quieto.